Hey, what's up everyone? We are checking out the most recent updates to the secret cow level in Diablo 4. It's an article on icy veins. As you can see here, they have a picture of this zone with a cow head. We'll get to that later. But so far they've been data mining a bunch of stuff for hints at where the secret cow level might appear in Diablo 4. So this is what they found so far. There is a Discord out there if you guys want to check it out. I'll put the link down below. And they've made notable progress in their search for the secret cow level in Diablo 4. Here's a summary of the main highlights. There's a quest name unknown that leads to a cow level. Unknown, obviously, not the actual name. They just haven't figured out what it is yet. It might not even be in the game as of now. I mean, it might be, but they just couldn't data mine it. But right now it just says unknown. Maybe it's the actual name? I don't think it is, though. The quest requires multiple relics that are random drops under certain conditions that remain unknown for now. But they have a 5% drop chance. So very, very, very small drop chance. Relic number 1, bloody wooden shard that drops from Hawazar or Kyrgyzstan. Relic 2, the musty tome, drops from Scosglen or fractured peaks. And relic 3, the metallic fragment can be obtained in dry steppes, but may require a hell tide. Now the 3 relics, the thing that stand out to me is the fact that relic 1 is a bloody wooden shard, and then the second one is the musty tome, and the third one is the metallic fragment. Now, for those who play Diablo 2, might recall that these 3 relics were used in back in Diablo 2 in order to open the cow level. What you had to do was combine Wirt's leg, which looked like this was a peg leg. So kind of like the wooden shard, bloody wooden shard, and this is a bloody wooden leg. Then there's a musty tome, which in this case was the Town portal. And then the metallic fragment, most likely meaning the Herodric cube. For those who don't know what those items were, basically Wirt's leg dropped off of Wirt. He was a boss in Tristram in Diablo 2. The Town portal basically held your scrolls of the town portal, which is what you had to use to teleport to town back in the day. Instead of just now, you can just hit T. You don't have to have scrolls. Back then you did. And then the Herodric Cube was a device that you could open up just like this, and you could put things inside of it and click transmute. And if you had the right recipe or the right order of things inside of it and you hit transmute, it would actually create a new item. So in this case, you would put Wirt's leg with a Town portal. It didn't matter how many scrolls were in it, as long as there was just a tome. And then you would transmute it, and what would happen when you did that is it would open up a portal to the cow level in town, or wherever you ended up transmuting it. So I believe these 3 are kind of a homage to Diablo 2. Anyway, it says the 3 relics must be cleansed at the fountain at Ked Bardu, the city located in dry steppes. The fountain puzzle contains 4 oxen statues. Cleansing all 3 should trigger a key to drop that opens the secret cellar known as the Forlorn Hovel. The search stops here, but the Discord assumes that you'll need to perform some sort of ritual here to open a portal to the cow level. So here it says some key takeaways. There's an area in Scosglen called the Scar, whose shape resembles the head of a cow. The nose of the cow's map shape has a dead druid, 3 black and white crows that around abandoned wood houses. It has a strange NPC called Gasper Stibian who will only follow you, but never attack you. When you first reach the area, the spot of the entrance blinks briefly on your mini-map. When you kill him, you will always receive the same item. So, regarding the Scar in Scosglen, for those who don't see it, I did a little screenshot here for you guys. I'll draw here. Basically, what they're referring to is this looks like a cow's head. If this is kind of the bottom of the neck of the cow, if you can see here, and over here what I'm drawing now is the mouth, the little mouth, and then kind of like the snout, and then here's the top of the head, and kind of go up here, and then and then basically you'd have an eye around here, and then a nose right here, something like that, and then maybe like a floppy ear, and then a horn or something. So that's basically, if you kind of see it now, this is the head of the cow for those who couldn't like get the image in their head. Over at this location right here is what they're calling about. There's a dead druid about right here, and then there's three cows that kind of roam in this area actually. And then the wooden houses they're talking about are actually the kind of litters this area around here, and that's where they think the hovel will be, I believe. So kind of the snout of it, not the mouth. The mouth actually has a big It's a big rock right here. I can show you guys a video of that. I'll show you guys right now about the area. I'll also show you the NPC Gaspar Stybian, who only follows you but never attacks you. As you can see here, he's just following me around. He does leash fairly easily. Also, they are talking about when you reach the area, there is a spot of the quote-unquote entrance that blinks briefly on the map. They're talking about the entrance they think is like this little section that he's looking in between the rocks. I'm gonna have to say, you know, kind of burst your bubble here. The blinks briefly on your minimap has nothing to do with that area, unless I'm mistaken. But I do know that that blinking just tells you there's a unique monster in that area that's, you know, that on your map. I can show you a couple of instances, you know, of this happening throughout the world. And they said when you kill them, you always receive the same item. That is the same thing to go with any unique mob in the game that respawns in the same area. When they die, they always drop the same item name. And the way you can tell this is because there is flavor text at the bottom of each item. So, anyway, it says, finally, we're looking at Ko5's post of Datamine ARPG, who data mines RPGs as a hobby. We get some screenshots of the area in the middle of Ked Bardu with the prominent oxen shrines. Here you must cleanse the three relics, but we don't know what triggers them to drop. Only one of the statues is collectible and provides us with a hint. The oxen gods stand as guardians to this sacred fountain. It is said that one who presents a worthy offering cleansed in these waters may gain their blessing. Now, here's something that the article doesn't actually talk about. I found out when I was just walking around. There is another clickable, which they didn't really discuss, and it's this broken tablet over here on the left of the pool. And when you click on it, it has a little excerpt about spilling blood. And I don't know what that means. Maybe it means that we have to kill so many goat boys to trigger something, to cleanse statues. Or I was thinking maybe is it anything to do with you have to kill those cows in the Scar and Scosglen? I don't know where the cows are. Maybe there's more cows around the map. But spilling blood is just interesting. That tablet would be there in the oxen statue area. I feel like this is a hint that no one seemed to really cover, or at least they didn't in the article. And there's just something that I don't know. It seems like it's related, right? I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you think it's related. Anyway, it says after cleansing the relics, you will receive a strange key. Notice how the key is C-shaped right here, a little letter C, just like cow level. Strange key, quest item, a large metal key, though it appears ordinary. You feel that it has some kind of power. Who knows what this could unlock? Quest unknown. The data miner assumes the secret entrance is located at the Forlorn Hovel, where the cows can be found, and we will use the key to open a cellar that will spawn the elusive portal to the cow level. So this is the same area I was showing before. You can see is at the nose and the snout of the map, and then there's a full post. But that's pretty much it. I mean, really, really interesting stuff here. I really think, you know, people are really cracking down on it's not just the data mining, but just the creativeness of the Scar and Scosglen looking at Cow's Head. I actually saw a video almost a week ago about someone who made a meme video. I think it was a French guy who drew the picture of the cow, and I was mind blown. I was like, this guy's on to something, man. And it seems like now people are finally catching up to that. So that guy was definitely ahead of the game. I don't really know. I really think the tablet has something to do with it. I think that should be looked into further. But until people start filling these relics, maybe it's not even doable in the game yet. We don't know. Maybe it's not triggered. Maybe it's just in the files. But man, if you guys have any ideas or you think we missed something or anything like that, definitely leave them in the comments below. This is really exciting. I mean, the cow level is definitely a staple of all Diablo games. So everyone's super, super excited about this one. Anyway, just remember that somebody out there loves you, and I'll see you guys real soon.